Hello friends, welcome to University of Ideas. In this short video we will discuss structuralism. Structuralism is a theoretical framework that originated in linguistics and anthropology during the mid-20th century. It is an approach that seeks to identify and analyze the underlying structures and patterns that exist in various cultural phenomena, such as language, literature, art, and social institutions. Structuralists believe that these structures are fundamental to understanding the meaning and function of cultural practices, and that they can be uncovered through careful analysis of the elements that make them up. One of the key figures in the development of structuralism was the linguist Ferdinand de Saussure. Saussure's work on language argued that the meaning of words and phrases is not fixed or inherent, but rather determined by their relationship to other words and phrases in the language system. He emphasized the importance of the underlying structure of language, which he called the langue, as opposed to the individual utterances or parole that people use in their daily lives. Saussure's ideas were influential in the development of modern linguistics, and laid the groundwork for the structuralist approach more broadly. In anthropology, the French anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss was a key figure in the development of structuralism. Lévi-Strauss applied Saussure's ideas to the study of culture, arguing that cultural phenomena such as myths and kinship systems could be analyzed in terms of their underlying structures. He believed that these structures could reveal deep-seated patterns of thought and behavior, which he called mental structures. Lévi-Strauss's work on structuralism and anthropology had a profound impact on the discipline, and his ideas continue to be influential today. One of the key features of structuralism is its emphasis on the importance of binary oppositions. Structuralists argue that many cultural phenomena can be understood in terms of the oppositions or contrasts that exist within them. For example, in language, the meaning of a word is often determined by its relationship to other words that are its opposite, such as hot and cold, good and bad, or male and female. In art, the use of contrast and opposition is often used to create meaning and aesthetic effect. Structuralists believe that by analyzing these oppositions, we can gain a deeper understanding of the underlying structures of cultural phenomena. Another important aspect of structuralism is its focus on the importance of rules and norms. Structuralists argue that cultural practices are governed by rules and norms that are often implicit or unstated. These rules and norms are fundamental to the functioning of cultural practices, and by analyzing them, we can gain a deeper understanding of how cultural phenomena operate. For example, in kinship systems, there are often rules governing who can marry whom and how inheritance is passed down. By analyzing these rules, we can gain insights into the underlying structure of kinship systems. Despite its many contributions to the study of culture, structuralism has also been subject to criticism. One of the main criticisms of structuralism is that it can be overly reductionistic, reducing complex cultural phenomena to simple structures and patterns. Some critics have argued that this approach ignores the complexity and diversity of cultural practices, and fails to account for the role of agency and creativity in cultural production. Another criticism of structuralism is that it can be too abstract and disconnected from the concrete realities of people's lives. Structuralists often focus on the abstract structures and patterns that exist within cultural phenomena, but may fail to account for the lived experiences of individuals and groups. For example, the experience of being a woman or a member of a marginalized group may be shaped by social structures and norms, but it is also shaped by individual experiences and agency. Despite these criticisms, structuralism remains an important theoretical framework for understanding culture. Its emphasis on the importance of underlying structures and patterns has been influential in fields such as linguistics, anthropology, literary studies, and art history. In addition, many of the ideas and concepts developed by structuralists have been incorporated into other theoretical frameworks, such as post-structuralism, semiotics, and cultural studies. Post-structuralism, for example, developed in the wake of structuralism and sought to critique and move beyond its limitations. Post-structuralists argue that structuralism's emphasis on fixed structures and binary oppositions overlooked the ways in which power relations and social constructions shape cultural phenomena. They also argue that meaning is not fixed or stable, but rather constantly shifting and contingent on context and interpretation. Semiotics, which developed from Saussure's work on language, focuses on the study of signs and symbols and their use in communication. Semioticians analyze the ways in which meaning is produced through the use of signs and how different signs relate to one another within a system. Cultural studies, which emerged in the 1960s and 70s, sought to incorporate insights from both structuralism and post-structuralism into a broader framework for studying culture. Cultural studies scholars analyze the ways in which culture is produced, circulated, and consumed, paying attention to the ways in which power and social relations shape cultural practices. Structuralism is a theoretical framework that emphasizes the importance of underlying structures and patterns in understanding cultural phenomena. Although it has been subject to criticism for being overly reductionistic and disconnected from the realities of people's lives, its contributions to fields such as linguistics, anthropology, and literary studies have been significant. Thanks for watching. For more, please subscribe University of Ideas.